Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to keep some bloody movement going on the Skyline. Last time we mocked up the engine, got everything worked out. I've worked out what cooler pipes I need. Got a bloody barking dog in the background, apologies for that. He's a little bit grumpy because of the heat. But yeah, now I've worked all that out, worked out what I'm actually going to do in the bay. I need to pull this little apart. So we got all the power steering stuff going on. As I said last time, I'm going Astro. So that can all get ripped out. I'm going to do another talk through video on how to plumb an Astro pump, how to wire it up. But we'll wait till I've got everything for that, because it's just been ordered. But yeah, everything here can get ripped out. Reckon I'll tidy this fuse box up while I'm at it, because that's a bloody nightmare at the moment. Mounting that up, I've ordered the battery. That's come in, all the fittings have been ordered. So that should be good. Rip out the stock engine loom, because hey, to me that's pretty much rubbish. I do need to dissect it just for the, what do you call it, the wiper. I might mimic it, we'll see how I feel once I've got it all out. Otherwise, yeah, rip out all these hard lines, they don't need to stay. Got the bucket under there for just catching all the oil mess. And work out what I am missing. Might even start putting the headlights and stuff in, because hey, why not? We'll see how we go there. All these lines as well. A few bits of wires and stuff up the top that don't really need to be there. But I just want to keep some movement going on this car, make the most of any downtime I've got, and really just get into it. Inside, I need to pull this bit apart and rip out all the alarm wiring. It's hot in here. It's very hot in here. And the turbo timer, which should just be plug and play, hopefully. I don't know, do I start in the heat in the car or outside? Oh, there's some of that bloody wiring I was talking about. Hopefully it's easy enough. It's a bit of a bird's nest under there, but not crazy bad. And you can see right here, hole drilled out. Still have to clean that up. That is for the new engine loom. So that's sitting inside, sitting on the bench. I'll probably make that during the week, just a couple of nights on that. Nice, simple. Shouldn't take too much, hopefully. Still a little bit. So the decision's been made. We're starting in the heat, starting in the inside of the car, because I really want to see how bad this alarm wiring is. And I reckon it's going to be shocking under here. Hopefully it was done in Australia, because then it's not as bad as bloody Japanese wiring. The Japs seem to make a mockery of anything they touch when it comes to wiring. Even this is only attached by 2 of the screws, I think. Yep. Or no, we got the third one around the side. Really, this should be like 5 or 6, but hey, someone's had this apart recently, I reckon. Wonder how many bits of plastic I'm actually missing from the interior. Probably a few. I dare say a few. Oh, camera took a hit. Man down, man down. That's okay. All right. What do we got under here? So, turbo timer. He's there. There's that. You see it on the camera. Just red. I'm guessing red's going to be power. And it's just live, sitting chilling there. That looks like an alarm box. Few fuses there. Oh man. Got some fresh side cutters. I'm just going to go nuts. Show you guys the pile of everything I cut out in a second, because I reckon it's going to be a bit. God damn, I hate when it's just live wires like that. Hopefully there's just a couple of patch harnesses. How's that? Cable tie through a spring. I mean, alright, it's going to work. But it's not really where you want to be cable tying, is it? Ah, people do some silly darn things. Hopefully it wasn't a shot. Round 1's not bad. That was all under the dash. Little patch harness thing there for the turbo timer. Old bloody alarm. That's all going in the bin. If you want a turbo timer, go find the dump my bin goes to. It'll be there. And up in here, I don't have half my equipment out, so I'm not doing this right now. I've got a few cut wires that I just need to join. I actually need to take ignition power for the ECU, so I'll do that at the same time. But not right now, that can all stay disconnected as it is. Oh, boost line. Give that a good tug, didn't come out. Wonder where he goes. I'm guessing I've got a boost line over this side. Oh, there he is. Made him into a little knot though. That's alright, that'll get cut out too. It goes to this little bugger. That's not needed. The old factory dash boost sensor. Or should I keep it? Nah, it's not needed at. Oh, it's individual. Maybe I will run. I reckon I'm going to run it. Because hey, why not? I don't need to remove it. It's not worth anything to sell. Now I've got to get this bloody engine loom out. Which, all going well, should just be a matter of pull back through there, pull out there. What's still connected in the car? That's probably the bigger question. It's about the most I've spent over this time in the car. What do we got? That's that. Oh, it's all, maybe I have been here before. It's all disconnected. That's alright. I might be able to pull this back into the engine, might be easier. Rather than all out of the guard. Let's just get rough, eh? Sometimes this guard line is bloody destroyed anyway. So hope I'm not stuck on anything. It's not really coming out. Something's gone wrong here. What has gone wrong? Oh, nah, it's just bound up in itself. Usually pulling these looms out a second person is beautiful because one person pulls as hard as they can and the other is just around this side, just poking them through. But today I am both people, as I usually am on cars. And here we are, winner, winner. She is out. Like I said, the only thing I need from this is actually that wiper loom. So I have to decide if I'm going to just recreate it, which I reckon, why ruin a perfectly good loom when that's all I need. If anyone wants an RB20 R32 loom, flick me a message. I got one sitting here. I'm starting to feel better about this bay now. She's looking a lot more empty with that wiring out. Really need to tidy that up next. But first, I'm going to grab a 10mm because I'm going to rip all this power steering shit out, chuck it against the fence at the moment. Because it's just so much of it. It's just in the way. Same as the carbon canister, track car, we don't need that. Window wiper, squirters, again, don't need it. It's just nonsense that is going to be in the way. Anything that I can remove that I just don't need there, I will. Not for weight savings or anything like that, it's just to get it out of the bloody way. Simple is better. So let's go over 10mm and just go nuts on it. Oh, shouldn't really drop stuff in my oil. If I do, I do. Who cares? That's a later problem. Oh, there goes one in there. That's future Logan's problem when he goes to drain that oil. Honestly, just going absolutely nuts. Just trying to remove any 10mm I can that look like they might be there. Let's get everything out. Make some piles of crap. Oh, that one's not coming out at the moment. Maybe I need two hands for it. Might have to change tools in a second. Change the old ratchet one to get the rest out. Yeah, let's do that. Damn, that feels like it escalated. She's looking a hell of a lot more bare now. Pretty much, well, Nothing else has to be added back over this side. Sorry about the shadow hide and stuff. Can't do much about the sun. Aircon lines could potentially go. They're not gonna. Same as heater, they can stay. Fuel lines I'll refresh once the engine's in. No hassle there. Have to clean up my hole. Really need to clean up this wiring, but I don't think that's going to happen today. Even this wiring, it was all up there, but that's all tucked down now. You can see the junk. There's so much of it. It's just chaos around. Good engine loom. Still deciding how I'm going to attack that one. But yeah, I reckon let's just attack getting this lower cross member out. Maybe even the LCAs. So we're going to have to replace those cast arms as well. Probably the rack ends. So bugger it. You know what? Let's get everything out. So when I say everything, basically leave the steering rack in there and the knuckles, the LCAs, the cross members. That way, one night this week when I'm free, I can whip out the MIG welder, build myself a lock kit. Been a long time since I've built one of these. I can't remember the last time I actually built a lock kit, so it's going to test my memory. Hopefully I've got gas in the welder and some gas in the bloody butane torch for the preheating. Worst case I can sort that. But yeah, let's whip these out, get them ready. Well, I can even pressure wash them when I've got some downtime. No doubt I'll be pressure washing some other shit. So everything is dirty in this car. Alright, get that out. And then finish this one off just by tidying that up. Because that is doing my OCD in. I don't care too much about the old white wires that need to be joint, because I don't have any lugs set up out here. So let's just retape what I need to, freshen it up, remount it, go from there, get it ready. So as soon as the battery is in, everything can be tidied. Oh man, this heat's killing me. I feel like I'm nearly at the point of sit down and collapse, but we'll keep pushing. Fair to say that was a bloody shit show, but it's all out. How empty is that bloody bay now? What a mess. I just gotta go nuts with the rubbish bin in a minute and clean everything up. Put all the bolts I need in the pile. Left the oil thing under the rack. Realised I need to order that bush as well. Got to do a GK Tech order tonight for all those little nicks and knacks that I really need. Oh man, so much going on here. But yeah, over here, past all the junk, is the front end. So cross member, I'm going to move the rack forward on that. LCAs I'm going to extend probably 10-15 mil. Now I'm going to modify the knuckles in one of the jigs I've got. If you guys are looking to have something like this done, you'd probably be looking 800 to 1,000 bucks if you hit me up. I absolutely hate building lock kits. It's messy work with the MIG. I can do it well, so if you need it, hit me up. But don't be surprised when I tell you a price that you're probably going to gasp at. Otherwise you can go buy an expensive lock kit. Anyway, next video we'll do that. For now, I'm going to get cleaned up. Not sure how long this has been, but thanks for joining me on this journey.